It's the best of times, but it's often the worst of times for so many people. The 20th and 21st century have created more wealth for people of all ages and races than any other time in history. But there's an issue. Why are so many people in dire need at retirement? Why haven't they gotten their independent lifestyle by the time they stop working? Why are so many of them in need of assistance from the government, their friends, churches, and charities? Well, I think that's because they believe the lies. My name is Jay Dew of the Cash Compound, and I think there are lies that people fall prey to, sometimes even before they start working and earning money. The government will take care of me. My job has it all covered. Money is way too complicated for me, or even this one. Wealth isn't important. Well, I don't believe the lies. I believe in guarantees and the principles to employ now that will set things up for a guaranteed retirement of income, growth, low to no taxation, no fees, and no worries. Let me introduce myself. I'm Jonah. I'm one of the banking bros here at the Cash Compound, and this video is all about leaving a financial legacy. Not only that, but adding to the legacy by having access to cash to pay those bills or buy those assets right now. So you're probably wondering, how in the world can I have money left over for my family and still use cash today? Well, you're about to learn our save and spend system, the way that we teach to save money and spend money at the exact same time. Oh, and by the way, this isn't something that we came up with. You can find everything we're talking about in the book, Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash, 5th edition. Leaving a legacy means giving something that will be valued and treasured by those who survive after your death. It requires thought to ensure that any items that have meaning to you will also have meaning to those designated to inherit them. Yeah, leaving your legacy can also mean giving something that commemorates your life. It could come in the form of a charitable donation, a trust account for specific purposes, such as education or insurance. At its best, a legacy can help make life better for those who outlive you. Those things are all great, and we can't wait to leave those things for our families. But this video is about leaving a financial legacy. The easiest way to leave a financial legacy is, drumroll please, life insurance. Now, there are two types of life insurance. There's term and then there's permanent. The most common type is term insurance, and it works like this. Term life insurance is a type of life insurance policy that has a specified end date, like 20 or 30 years from the start date. The death benefit, or the financial legacy, will only be paid out if the insured person dies during this time period. These policies are very popular, but a simple Google search will tell you that these policies actually only pay out that financial legacy 2% of the time. And not because insurance companies don't send checks, but because insurance companies are smart enough to only offer affordable term insurance policies to folks who are healthy and have a very low chance of passing away. The other type of insurance is permanent life insurance, and specifically whole life insurance. Unlike term, whole life insurance policies guarantee a payout. It's a guaranteed financial legacy when you pass away, because of course, the policy contract lasts for your whole life. See, this is where it gets fun. When you own your life insurance, the rules work a tad differently than if you're just renting your life insurance for the next 10 or 20 years. Very similar to renting or owning your own home. Here's what we mean. When you rent your home, you don't have very much control. You don't build any equity. But when you own your home and you pay mortgage premiums, more of your house or the total pool is paid up, paid off, or paid for. And that piece becomes equity. Like HELOCs and home equity lines and more, there's all sorts of fun things you can do with those. Whole life insurance can be designed to be very similar. Each premium payment that you make pays up or pays off more and more of your insurance, and that means you can use it. Now, some of you are thinking, but what about the financial legacy I'm trying to leave? In a properly designed whole life insurance policy from a mutual company that pays dividends, you're going to have a level premium going in, but a rising and increasing death benefit. You know what that means? It means freedom. Freedom to be able to choose what you can do with your equity or your cash value and put it into those other great assets that you like to leave to your family. This is how it gets very special. Let's talk death and taxes, the only two certainties. Or are they? Well, you do have to die, but the taxes just might be optional, and here's what I mean. You just learned that your cash value growth is tax-free inside of your policy contracts. But what about after you leave the world?
The death benefit payout is also tax-free. Remember that any insurance at its core is covering the loss of something. When the insured dies, their economic value, or what they woulda, coulda, shoulda made by working, is gone too. So when the payout goes to the beneficiary, that's not income for Uncle Sam to come and get. That payout is just an insurance claim. There is absolutely nothing to file on April 15th. Let's assume that your policy contract in question is written on your life, and when you pass on, you have left a financial legacy to your children. Here are the tax-free implications. Your beneficiary won't pay taxes, and if you've communicated the principles of private banking to them, they should keep the system going. You have the ability to teach the next generation prosperity and a wealth mindset by helping them to understand that they should begin the next branch of the family banking system with the money that you've just left them to inherit. Some of the wealthiest families in the history of America, the Rockefellers, the Morgans, the Barclays, the Stanleys, have all used these same tools for perpetual and generational wealth. It's about time you did too and kicked Uncle Sam to the curb.
After the insured person graduates on to the next life, the death benefit, the financial legacy, is available to the beneficiary or beneficiaries. So whatever family, friend, church, or charity is designated can collect their share. Here's a few notes about what's coming to them. The death benefit payout will normally come as a lump sum, but some insurance companies will allow you to change that designation. The money coming will be the current and active death benefit or face amount. And remember that the death benefits continue to grow year by year, minus any current outstanding loan balance. And of course, the payout will not be federally taxed as income. If you wreck your car and get a settlement, that money doesn't count as income either. Insurance, in its simplest form, is protection from a loss. That was a super quick overview of infinite banking, but we wanted you to understand the concept so you could open your mind to the possibilities. You can use your bank to finance vehicles, pay off debt, get into investments, buy real estate. There's no limit. It's infinite. And of course, we'd be remiss if we did not remind you that loans are not taxable. So you won't have to worry about Uncle Sam coming for your principal or your growth. Now, we've got a full-length presentation that you can watch if you need more information, where we can show you the in-depth examples of how your conventional everyday bank makes somewhere between 300 and 1,500% on the money that you leave there each and every time you get paid. And how, of course, if you become your own bank, you can make that yourself. If this all sounds too good to be true, you're going to want to watch our full-length video, because just like the 3-cup setup, we're going to break things down for you with straightforward examples that anybody can understand. Yeah, we've been practicing this concept for just under 10 years, and we are ready to help you if you believe that you're ready. So if you need more information, watch our full-length Save and Spend presentation. All the information we put out on YouTube is completely free, so use it, share it. And after you watch that video, we look forward to chatting with you so we can help you become your own banker.
You are now tuned to the banking bro. Said we couldn't make it, 3-cup setup, this the life we chose. Gave a lot of game, we never got a lot of things. Bow your head and say the prayer, we taught you how to be the bank.